aliens exist, finding that answer.
Well, who cares
now I hear myself back and I do sound like that.
I'm telling you.
What is up with that?
Something's going on.
Hopefully I'm not like emerging as getting sick right now.
Yeah, hopefully not.
You know what fucking sucks? Like, I have like way more vigilance and hygiene than I ever have had in my fucking life.
That's why Brad always used to tell us, don't use hand sanitizer, you're gonna die. He used to say,
it's like, oh my God. I feel like one of the vampires in Blade. I just got hit with pure sunlight. I could feel my body melting and my bones catching on fire.
God damn it, Blade, my bones are on fire again.
It hurts. Ouch. You're a vampire monster now, Chris Christopherson.
That's it.
Go back to music. Get back to music.
Do something with your immortal life.
I think Blade and Taxi Driver are in the same universe.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple movies that are in the same.
Mm-hmm.
This I'm
because
looking.
Chris Christopherson comes up in Taxi Driver.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, go on.
He's in a lot of different things. We just don't want to talk about it because that's like if we were sitting and watching like Spider-Man or something like that, and like, oh, by the way, the whole Avengers universe is about to start, and we're like, Tobey Maguire, why did you ruin it?
Yeah, you fucked it up.
We had this whole beautiful thing we were going to watch unfold, and now who cares? You ruined it. Just like Spider-Man.
You fucked it all up. Yeah, speaking of like interconnected universes like that Richard Belzer, his character Munch.
Man. We got hold on. We got to talk about it.
Have I talked to you about that? That there's like that.
Yeah, I think
he crosses into all these other shows.
You talked about this a long time ago, I think. Yeah. So that's worth it. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it off.
Just start it off because I mean I'm in a pretty decent headspace at the moment.
That's good. Just hold on to that as tight as you can.
It's all about not trying at all.
That's right. Don't do just
effortless.
Just hold your breath. Whatever it is.
I'm like a trained gymnast in the Olympics, Matt.
That's right.
I'm on the rings. I'm doing the Iron Cross right now, right this second.
I see nothing but gold.
The future. It's all gold. Me on that tallest platform of the little platforms that you get to stand
just
on.
Holding these rings, you're like, go!
Disqualified for
like
speaking.
The goddamn prospector, Hugh Cornelius. Fucking
it's the modern way for me.
It's his technique. I don't know. We can't.
He mines the gold this way.
Who are we to question the man's technique?
Even it enough, it won't happen.
God, I know.
Can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Yay! And then... Wait! What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
A fucking amateur. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt,
and we're back.
Hi,
we've returned. Something's going on with Matt. We don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah, we're not. I got a mystery illness. Actually, I don't have any real. No, don't be alarmed. But yeah. Matt just remarked after hearing my voice for the last 25 years or whatever it's been, that he's like, I can tell you're getting sinusy. Like it's starting to come through in your voice, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm sick at all.
Yep.
It's so weird. The only time now, what happens is I progressively, and I have this little tissue with
Yeah.
me now.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm here in the house, my nose always runs a
Right,
little bit.
right.
Because there's lots of cats that live
Of
here.
all the cats, yeah,
Just so many cats.
they stake their claim.
I think it's because they're all around. There's 3 of them, so
Yeah.
I bet it's mostly Harley. He's the long.
It's got to be, yeah. He's the
Because my
one.
2 cats don't really give me this.
Well, and
issue at
I know
all.
people that cats don't bother them, but the long-haired cats do.
Mm.
You know,
Maybe
like
that's
it's-
it.
Yeah, whatever.
I caught the lottery of
yeah,
of weird
ka-ching, baby.
allergies.
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool because I don't really have any long haired cats. So
Well, yeah, there you go.
that works for me. Good job. Nice try, God.
That's right. You kept
Nice
Mouthy
try.
out.
That's we kept Mouthy outside. That's what kept me in
That's
good
why
health.
everything worked out.
But
yeah.
finally, well, whatever it is, who knows? Could be anything. I'll go to
Could be.
WebMD and I'll definitively find out on my own
You must.
without going to an appointment.
You don't need an appointment
Who
as
needs
long as you
that?
have a computer.
If I've got Google, I have all the answers.
I'll just DoorDash it.
Yeah, just DoorDash, just DoorDash my health. It's great.
Just can you
They're doing it with
DoorDash me
everything.
some immunity?
Doing it with everything else. Have you seen
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
It's literally anything you can think
Whatever
of.
you want.
Oh, you got some dog? You want some dog food?
Dog food?
DoorDash.
You want
Need
dog?
some new doors?
You want some flowers made out of dog food?
You want some flowers made out of dog?
That's right. Whatever kind you want. It's and hurry up because if you want to add anything to your order, you only have 5 minutes.
We have a human dog taxidermy hybrid available for you, DoorDash. 15 minutes. It'll be here. Lickety split.
That's it. But if you pay extra, it'll be here in 13 and a half minutes. Lickety split. It's all how much you want to pay.
It'll get here so fast that's the thing you'll be amazed about.
Yeah.
Not the freakishly abhorrent like obscenity and affront to God that you'll be receiving.
You'll
at your
have to
doorstep.
deal with the war crimes later. You're going to be so amazed by how quickly this got delivered straight to your doorstep. You won't even question the abomination that it is. That's waiting for you.
Mm.
You know.
Well, that's how I treat myself every morning when I look in the mirror.
That's right. That's what you have to do.
I definitely hear it though. I definitely hear that my voice is weird.
Yeah.
It's
It's-
weird. But
it's there.
so enjoy this week
There
of
you
weird
go,
voice,
folks.
Matt.
Weird
This
voice.
is nasally Matt
That's right.
this week. I'm like, remember when Chris used to do the gimmick every week?
That's it.
Speaking of what the gimmick, the only gimmick he does lately is he doesn't show up.
That's
ever.
right. Yeah.
Where is he?
I don't know where
And I
the
can
fuck he
accuse
is.
him because he won't listen to
He's
this.
not going to listen. He's terrible. He's terrible. We're
It's a cold mic over here.
That's right.
And there's no one to focus. There's no focal point.
There's goddamn spider webs growing in the veins here. These springs are
Oh,
completely
Chris.
they're completely atrophied. They haven't been stretched. I mean,
Nope. They're like the old useless legs of a person in a nursing home.
might as well be Chris's legs. I mean, he's sitting at a computer all day
That's
long.
true. He's starting
That-
to become like that. They
Yeah.
gets a nurse that comes in and flexes his legs for him,
Well,
bends his
they-
knees,
yeah, they
moves
have
his
to.
ankles around,
Mhm,
and they're like,
mhm.
"You need to do this because if you don't, you'll lose the
PT.
double base."
Got to get that PT. Yeah, because he's certainly not getting any PD. That's for sure. not recently. Yeah.
Definitely not enough of that PD going on.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No way. Well, speaking of atrophy, I just got back from Florida.
The atrophied like
Capital of the
extended
world.
leg
It's their
of the
flower.
country.
Muscular atrophy is their state flower. I don't know how they did that, but it is.
It's appropriate.
Yeah. Unless you go all the way down south to the Keys,
It's like mental atrophy.
then it's butt implants,
So-
which is, I mean,
that's the national bird.
and when you get near the borderline there of the Keys, it gets real confusing. The muscle's so big, but it's just hard as a rock. Yeah.
So whereabouts are you in Florida when you go
This
down?
time we were just above Tampa, which is where we flew into.
Okay, what is it like in Tampa? What kind of level of a zoo are we talking about here?
There is a Tampa Zoo, so that
Oh,
part's
there's a
very
real zoo.
concentrated.
Okay.
Yeah. No, when you initially get into this, or like around the airport and stuff, it's nice. It's like little shopping, everything's nice and clean and whatever.
Mhm.
But as soon as you get out of that,
Hmm.
soon as you start seeing, you'll start to see these weird billboards. I'm telling you, I was talking to you about all these pictures that I took, right?
Mhm.
I was going back through them, Once again, looking at them on a big screen, they're fucking terrible shots. But some of them,
the photography is
right,
bad.
right. It's because we were, in a moving car
That's
trying to take
fine.
pictures out the window.
Good enough.
But some of them, I am going to put up on the Instagram page. So,
Oh, nice.
but there was this one of this guy. He looked like not a young Joe Biden, but like a Vice President Joe Biden. Okay.
Oh, like from years past.
Right,
like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
was.
And so, but this guy's head, he has aviator sunglasses on.
Mhm.
He has white hair. His head is photoshopped onto a ripped upper body
Okay.
with this guy wearing these really bad, like light sky blue and yellow swim trunks.
Okay.
Okay. And he's a lawyer. And he's trying to get people to come and let him be their lawyer. This was the billboard. And
Let
it
me
was
defend you.
everywhere. It was everywhere. It was the worst Photoshop job I've ever seen in my entire life.
Is it a joke? Are they?
I think that if he isn't litigating as a result of this, you don't want him as your lawyer.
Right. Well, yeah.
He's rolling over too easy.
It's more like he's inciting the legal action for practice. See how fucking good I am? I'm
This is
not
it.
afraid.
This is it. You just got to bring it through. He's like, look, if I'll do this to myself, can you imagine what I'd do for you?
I am courting
And you're
so
paying me.
I have courted countless lawsuits with my
Yeah.
revealing body.
Yeah,
that's
right,
crudely
exactly.
photoshopped. In fact, the guy with the actual body, he can tell it's his ripped ass body.
Right.
So he's suing me right now, right this second, for unlicensed
knows.
use of his imagery.
He was born with his nipples upside down. He
Yeah,
can see them anywhere.
He has
They
inside
always-
out nipples.
No, they're not inverted. They're just upside down.
Is that a real thing, you think?
What?
Upside down definitely is, is not.
Usually they're circular, so
Right, so it doesn't matter. But the inversion, like,
that is real.
that's
Yes.
a real thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
What's it look like?
It just looks like a divot instead of a.
Oh, like a dimple? You just got
Yeah.
little chest dimples.
Yeah, right. And it's very difficult for women who have children and breastfeed with that. They actually have to use these like little suction cups
Oh, wow.
to. I don't know what the word, not extrovert, I guess.
Extrovert.
Extrovert those nipples, baby.
Exercise.
Yeah, get
the
'em out.
milk.
Get
The
'em out.
demon's milk.
That's right. It's like Groundhog Day after the groundhog has died in the hole. Gotta suck them out here.
We got a shop vac. Just pull this fucker out. Is it sunny or not?
You just hear the shot back go. It's just stuck to the end of the tube.
Yeah, it's all shadow. Get the hell out of here. The hell out of this place. You got a lot of work to do for next year.
You done with that Hardy's bag?
Yeah, the one with all the grease stains in the bottom. That'll do. I mean, he's a fucking rodent, for Christ's sake. He's a pest. He's a pest that predicts the
We
weather.
lay you to rest in this Hardy's bag after 12 years of service.
Our lives,
Meteorological service.
you have reigned over our happiness and joy with the madness of a tyrant, because you wield the power to either save us from our seasonal depression or to plunge us even further into just chaotic
It's like
depression.
you don't even care. It's like you don't.
It's
even
like he's a heartless god who takes his little bit of power and just lords it over the people.
I mean, there's got. Can you imagine some other creature using just one of us just randomly going about our day as some deciding factor? It's the behavior of a crazy person. This is literally an experiment they did with rats to try and see if they can get them to spin around for no reason. Oh my God.
Well, here's
we voluntarily subject ourselves to this.
and you might say this is insane. Why would all of the people in the world go along? Well, at least this country go along with such a crazy
Right.
practice.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to remember this February, and the only other thing going on is President's Day,
Right.
which just happened yesterday. And the sales, they spread them out all 28 days or whatever it is, as many as they can. Hurry up! It's almost over. They start at the end of January. President's Day sales coming up. It's coming up.
How are we gonna get rid of all these Corollas if we don't have some fucking rat come out and tell us that winter's over?
What I'm saying is there was prime real estate for some insane holiday to come take
we had
over.
to do it. We couldn't do Father's Day too.
You got Mardi Gras.
That's it.
Okay. What other
Well,
great
today's
celebrations?
Fastnacht Day.
Yeah, we got Fastnacht Day.
Right.
We've made up a whole bunch of them. We got, of course,
Well,
Easter,
Ash
and,
Wednesdays this Wednesday.
yeah, well, that's all the religious bullshit.
Well, yeah, but we still celebrate it on the calendar.
It is on the calendar. We don't get
That's
off
it.
for it though in the government because
No,
we're
no,
not
no,
allowed
no.
to take an official position.
No, yeah, that's right. You can't take a position.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
The only official position we're allowed to take is missionary.
Right. That's right. That's-
Nothing fancy. All right, take it easy.
Keep it simple. Do your work and get out.
Just fuck on the top, and get out. When
You
it's
know
over,
how
it's
it goes.
over.
That's right. Don't you call us either. It's going to go straight to voicemail.
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
That's right.
Okay, that means you don't do anything extra.
Your case file is
It's
ripped
done.
for her pleasure. Try to have some consideration.
Oh, is that why it's all lumpy and
Yeah.
and difficult?
That's right. So speaking of lumpy and difficult, another billboard that I saw down there, which I was very confused by, I still have not figured it out.
Mhm.
I saw 3 of these.
Okay.
Okay. It's complete black background with white letters on the front. Okay. There's little letters and numbers down the bottom, which I assume is an address or phone number or whatever. But it says the original divorce for men.
What?
I was like, what does that mean?
The original divorce?
Is
for
it like
men?
is that like the name of a strip club or something like that?
Is that when Lilith pissed God off and he just banished her to hell? Is this a service that
I think
banishes
it's
your
like a
wife?
hitman or something. I don't know.
It's like a demon that like you curse somebody with,
Yeah,
and that's what the hitman. That's the hitman's job. That's how he performs it.
right. I don't get it. There's so many I don't understand. There's more. Let me pull them up here. I made a note of the ones that were important.
You did have to reach back and get your.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like.
We were having this discussion. I thought Matt had dropped his phone behind him on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, your phone's back there," and he's like, "I know."
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Like, why? Oh, why?
Oh, show notes. Here it is. All right. So then there were a lot of interesting stores that I ran across too.
Mhm.
Well, I guess you could call them stores. There was one that was full on just a shed that somebody bought like off a Home Depot parking lot, like at the clearance sale or something like that. It's like a wooden shed.
Okay.
You couldn't even fit a riding mower in this shed. Okay. Somebody dropped it in the middle of a parking lot, and it's not even like squared up or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they're running an espresso stand out of it.
Oh, okay.
There's a vinyl sign that is like nailed to the side of the barn, and there was like 15 cars lined up outside of this thing.
What the fuck?
There's no entrance. You can't go in. It's only a drive-through. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We went past
What?
it 4 times because it was right up the street from where we were. I should have gone and tried it and figured out what the hell's going on.
What is
But-
it? Why is it like the Old West down there?
It is.
What is happening?
It is. And then there was So this was the other thing that I saw. We were driving past. There was a sign it said bar for rent.
Okay.
First of all,
Bar for
yeah, who the fuck is renting a bar, right? Then directly next door to that, in the same strip there, right?
In shame.
So much shame.
For shame.
So much shame. Right next to bar for rent is gun range for rent.
What?
So this is normally something we try and keep very far apart. you know?
Yeah, and usually
Not in
pretty,
Florida.
pretty highly regulated too.
Yeah,
You
no.
don't just have like the gun stuff here is not, but
Yeah.
you don't just have a bar that you can just rent.
Right.
And liquor licenses are so fucking few and far between up here. It's like insane.
I rented out the bar and gun range for your birthday. Get a liquor license in time, otherwise you ain't drinking.
And on your 12th birthday, I'll buy a hooker.
I'll get you some of that original divorce for men. Like it's a goddamn cologne. And then there was another one. It was Mike's Car Wash and Drive-Through Chalupa Bar.
What is happening down there?
was-
What is this? It's like a fever dream. Does Joe Rogan run that place?
It
What is-
wasn't even a car wash, though. It was just a hose. There were six little stands with hoses on them. There's no, you know, drive through. There's no like spin things, nothing. It's just a hose. Yeah, and then there's a chalupa bar in the middle, and it says Mike's Car Wash and Chalupa Bar. I don't.
Mike had a dream. It was a simple dream. It was to run both to have clean cars and run a car wash, and to serve delicious chalupas
That went clean through you.
They clean out both the insides and the outsides.
It was the weirdest shit. But there were like not really, but somewhat covert strip clubs everywhere.
Oh, really?
They were everywhere. It was banks, strip clubs,
Florida is
sex shops,
insane.
and weed dispensaries. They're fucking everywhere.
Oh, really?
Now, too. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But they have some of the tightest laws in the country. But they're
For weed.
everywhere. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was surprised at that.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the vices that they still haven't really adopted fully.
It's only medical,
Although
and they're
it's-
very
It's really becoming like very prevalent in this country now.
yeah. Well, yeah.
There's weed stuff. There's like at least CBD and
Yeah.
weed solutions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking everywhere.
Well, of
We got like two within like 2 miles of right here.
Yeah, they make the little pop-up shops and everything.
I like need props for my hands, by the way. This little
You do-
tissue,
right?
I'm just like
it's helping.
it's keeping me
Yeah,
focused.
yeah,
Yeah, it's good. I think it's my like insane ADD.
We just got to give you a Rubik's cube over there.
That's true. Oh man, I've seen one of those fidget spinners. Remember
Yeah,
those things
yeah,
were all the
yeah,
rage?
yeah.
You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go tell all my gym buddies this.
All right.
I want to make these sweet fidget spinners.
Yeah,
It's very timely.
It'll fit.
It's my dream. I'm gonna pull all my retirement out and do it.
All you got to do, it just needs a little cash flow. We just need to fly this guy down from Montreal so he can mix this thing professionally.
That's right. Oh my god.
Yeah, it'll be good. But yeah, it was fucking wild. And gun shops, and I was looking for his
weed, guns,
strippers and banks.
Banks. Is there like a lot of God presence down there too? Churches and shit too? Or is
Churches were far and few between.
Mm.
But when I did see them, you could see that they were like old video rental stores and stuff like they had worked their way into strip malls.
Okay.
I did pass one that it was a huge fucking mega church.
Mhm.
And out front there was a vinyl sign that said home of, it was like, I don't know, like fucking Reverend Billy Bob the Healer or something like that.
Okay.
That was the only one that was
Locally famous.
I guess, but the sign looked very old and sun bleached, so he must not be doing so good. Yeah, maybe he's gone back home. Maybe maybe got called to the manager's office. I don't know.
There's like middle management and like God's middle management. It's just like this angel tasked with just
Yeah, you got
pushing the agenda, even though he doesn't give a fucking shit about any of it.
You have to, yeah. But yeah, it was definitely an adventure. There were so many fucking things to see down there. Just weird shit all over the place. We went to this place, Tarpon Springs, I think it's called.
Okay.
And this is like originally
It's
was
not a store that sells both tarps and springs, because this is what you've made me accustomed
everything's
to believing.
very
this.
literal. Yeah. It's
a drive-through.
Yeah, it's a drive-through.
It's in
They
parking
throw a
lot.
tarp over your car and then put springs under it so it shoots you to wherever you need to go
They
next.
stuff a taco in your face and they tell you, "Get the fuck out of here, go."
Now wash that.
Use this hose, wash it.
That's it. And now you're divorced. Welcome to Florida.
Everyone's single in Florida. We've made goddamn sure of it.
Nope, sorry, no carpool lane here. But no, there was.
It's almost like somebody poured salt around the borders of the entire state so that all the demons are trapped in there.
That should be on the license plates.
The state motto.
Welcome to Florida, where it's like someone poured salt all the way around so the demons stay in there. Try our fresh squeezed orange juice.
Turn left at the next exit for the espresso shack.
Oh my god! but yeah, there was just so many fucking things. So we went to this Tarpon Springs place. It was originally like it was the first like Greek community there in this part of town or Florida or whatever, and they were sponge divers. So that's like all they did. And they
what are you still speaking English? I feel like I'm talking to Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
right
I know.
now.
They
And it's not that you're not making sense. It's just that the combination of words coming out of your mouth all are like
That's it.
insane.
They-
Sponge divers.
Sponge divers.
So they went and like
they harvested sponges. That
Oh,
was their. That
SpongeBob.
was like what the whole town was for.
Hmm.
Was sponges, and
so
so, they,
this is like coastal.
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Just getting a picture.
And yeah, so that was pretty cool because they had traditional architecture and stuff like that, and we ate in a Greek restaurant. And
Did you eat some
the-
hummus?
I did not eat hummus, but
What?
I had some sort of I don't remember what the fuck I had. Some sort of thing. All I remember is our waiter's name was Billy, and
Oh, the healer.
and fucking Billy, yeah, I know, right? Fucking Billy, he right off the bat was getting smart and smarmy about stuff,
really?
thinking that he was like being endearing. He was, he had his hair slicked back. I'll put it that
Okay.
way.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And I was like, this fucking guy, and he just got worse and worse and worse through the rest of the
Oh.
evening. And then every time he'd come around, he almost seemed like he is the disrespectful, impatient adult child going to visit his parents. That was sort of his demeanor, where he was like, okay, finish up the fucking story, Mom. I want to go home, right? I got to go back to the strip club,
Okay, so he's me every time I go into any family function.
He just wants to get it over with, and he's just borderline agitated, but he knows he has to smile because you're going to die any day now. And so
this is the food service industry, except there's just less filter over it.
I
Apparently,
was
down
watching. I
there.
was like, all right, is this a thing or something? I'm looking around. All the other waiters and waitresses are being nice to their tables. They're smiling. They're laughing together. They're putting their arm on each other's shoulders. Everybody's having a party, and we got fucking Billy over here ripping everybody to shreds at the table. And all I'm trying to do is have a nice day.
Ugh.
Fucking Billy.
So what? In what manner was he doing this? Like, was
Like,
he trying to like joke with you guys, or
Kind of, but like I got up to go to the bathroom. I knew where the bathroom was.
Mhm.
He saw me walking through the restaurant, and he's like, through the door, around the corner, it's on your right. And I was like, I know that. I know that's what it is. And then like we were good, like two of us were gonna get a salad, and he's like, if you get the big salad, it's cheaper, and you can just split. I'll just bring you 2 plates. So he brought that out, and there was this whole fucking rigmarole about it. And like, was this the side salad? He's like, no. Remember, I put them together so that you could have the thing. And then I was like, oh yeah,
why
okay,
don't you
that's
just
fine.
fucking ring it up like
And
that?
then
Billy?
he's like, he goes, he says, did you want the salad? And I was like, no, this is fine. He's like, come on, man, stand up for yourself. It's all right. I got your back. I was like, thank you. I appreciate the reinforcements.
This was my experience when I met John Bernfall. by the way.
Yeah, yes, that's what it was. That's what it felt like. That's exactly right. That's a perfect comparison. And I was just like,
making you feel dumb for just being yourself. Like,
I'm
shut the
trying to
fuck
be
up.
courteous to you, Billy. And here you are fucking it up, But yeah, so
Oh
that
my
was
God.
that was a
Thank you, Billy.
Yeah,
I got it though.
thanks a lot. Yeah, I know where the bathroom is.
Stand up for yourself.
Why don't you come in the bathroom with me, Billy? I might get lost doing what I'm doing with my business here.
Billy, can you hold it for
Which
me?
way does the zipper go? This fucking
Oh.
guy. So we did that. What else did we do? Went to the Dali Museum again. That was wonderful. They had the whole. So before the first time, it was Picasso was on the other side. Second time, it was the Disney thing. They did like a collaboration
Oh
with
yeah,
Disney.
yeah. I remember that. You
And
told
they,
me that. Yeah.
they did Destino and all that, which was like a movie where they connected a bunch of Dali's paintings together into like this cohesive world.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And this time it was dreams, the art of dreams or something like that. So they had all these other artists, like their original works that had painted stuff, relating to dreams or dream state stuff or whatever. So that was really fucking cool. What the hell else? We did something else.
But in like more to elaborate on the dream thing.
Yeah.
Because you sent me a picture where they had like the
that
AI.
thing. Oh, that
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that was cool too. They had this because with the Disney one, I didn't see anything when the Picasso stuff was there. They didn't have anything digital at that point.
Mhm.
But with the Disney stuff, they had this 3D walkthrough of Destino that you could do. You put on the VR goggles, whatever, and you can walk through it. This time, they had a thing where you go in and you write a paragraph. You have a limit of so many words, whatever, and they've fed a bunch of I guess impressionist art into it, and then it creates. You're supposed to write about your dream, but you can't do a person that people know because it'll get flagged. You can't do anything violent or blah 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 blah, all the bullshit. And so so I put in a dream that I used to have over and over as a kid, and which was it got put up onto the board here along with the other people that were in the room, and then they stitched them all together, so it's almost like it creates a cohesive thing.
Yeah,
and
when
then,
you look at that, you're like, it's almost like what a dream would be. We're just traveling
it's
from
just all these
one non
pieces.
sequitur to
Yeah,
another,
yeah.
and it feels like it's thematic, but really it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was neat, and it's up on the website, on their website now.
How accurate was that AI art in interpreting the dream you have,
Well,
or that you've had?
So the dream is about. I got to tell you a little bit about it in order for it to make sense. But so I used to have a dream about a wolf that stood on its back legs upright, and it wore a doctor's coat, so that they called him the Wolf Doctor appropriately. So the image that got created was this weird, shadowy figure standing in a doorway with a wolf in the bed, right? So it wasn't.
It was like what was it, Little Red Riding?
Yeah, it was like Little Red Riding
Where
Hood,
it's like,
which is where I think it got pulled from.
but the wolf
yeah,
looked very unhappy, like very terrified.
Yeah, it
because
was.
he was like his turn towards you. Oh my god, it
Right.
was creepy.
Yeah, it was wild. So the wolf was in the doorway, from what I put in as the paragraph, but for whatever reason, it just
looked
took
like a
those
bear
words.
or something in the doorway.
It kind of did, but it has a human mouth if you look at it
Oh
close.
my god, yeah, it didn't look like anything in particular. Like, you
Yeah.
ever seen that movie Annihilation?
Yes.
Oh man, that weird like bear creature
Mhm,
thing.
mhm.
That's kind of what it reminded me of. Like,
Yeah.
it's not quite what you think it was. It's just like spooky looking.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And when that went up on the board, the person who was like the facilitator was like, "Who's got the wolf dream? God, that's really weird."
All when you ask
me.
Hi.
There was like 4 of us in there, but yeah, still, yeah, that was a pretty cool experience to get to do that. But so
that's crazy how much that they invest in that
Yeah.
Dolly museum. I never
Well,
really
it's
thought about.
benefactors and stuff.
That's just wild, man.
Yeah,
That's
they have
great.
a whole wall of it. And then they had there's like a conference room sort of thing where like they host people who are visiting, I guess, like classes and stuff when they come from schools. And they had done impressionist contests for the high schools in the area, and they had all the winners up on the walls in there. And some of these pieces of art were fucking awesome. I took pictures of some of them. And there's definitely some cool images even amongst that new stuff. But by far, my absolute favorite was at 4 different places in the museum. They had these full-size LCD screens. And you have this like outline silhouette of someone holding a palette and a paintbrush, and there's a easel and a canvas in front of them, and they're painting. And you press a button that's on the floor. You're supposed to step on it or whatever. And they have a deep faked Dali that steps forward into the light and speaks to you.
Oh, what the fuck?
It was fucking crazy.
That's weird.
It was fucking
He
crazy.
probably would have been a fan. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, what they did was they took bits of his like interviews and stuff that he did, because he died the year after we were born. I thought he died before that. Yeah, he died in 89.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I think it was 89. Yeah, because he died before the 90s. And but yeah, but he didn't speak English very well. I mean, well enough. So all of this stuff, of course, has been recorded from
Yeah.
from the stuff, but they took snips of things that he had actually said and worked it into the
nowadays,
fluid
though,
conversation.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no.
If they can make Dolly, like they can make him sound like he's talking.
Yeah.
We have said and done and expressed enough data for the computer to essentially just deep fake us now. It's a done deal. I don't know even if it's happening now.
Right.
It might be happening
I hope
now.
so.
And the experience I feel like I'm having while we're recording this is is almost like a side effect of how good it is.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
Psyop.
It's a psyop. I wasn't sure if that was Gandalf or if that was it's a psyop.
You shall not fake me. I will be genuine if I have anything to say about it.
They better defake him because I don't want him leaving.
No, he can't go
Can't
anywhere.
leave this earth.
Oh man.
Unlike Richard Belzer, who just died.
Richard Belzer, I can't fucking
God.
believe he died.
Allison looked up an article. Did you read this article?
What?
His last words he spoke.
No. What?
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
It was "fuck you, motherfucker." He died.
Richard Belzer. That's it.
And then just at the end of it.
That's it. That was for
That
you.
sound had better have played when he died.
Oh my God, I hope so. Maybe somebody played it right before he died, and that's who he was talking to.
Oh yeah. Fuck you, motherfucker. Man, I was reading about him. His father committed suicide.
Yep.
And his brother committed suicide at like the age of 76 or something. He
Really?
jumped off of a fucking building.
Damn.
Like that must have been some mental illness going on there.
Right.
But like, holy fuck, that was weird to read about. It was funny. This was funny how I watched this video recently. I say like maybe in the past like 6 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
Of Hulk Hogan was on this talk show with him, put him in this guillotine chokehold,
Right.
and he passed out, and Hogan just let him flop.
Oh yeah.
And he just cracked his head on the back of on the fucking floor.
Yes.
Then he got up and he's like, "We'll be right back." But he had like blood was like pouring out of his head, like a huge laceration, gave him a concussion.
My God.
Sued him,
Mhm.
sued Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He had invited Hulk Hogan onto the show.
Right.
That was really irresponsible from that's why he wasn't a real wrestler, fucking moron. Doesn't know what to do with somebody when you knock him out.
Yeah,
You don't just
exactly.
let him flop in the air.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ugh.
you didn't dance this one out.
So he used that settlement money. It was like millions of dollars to buy a home in France where he died.
Hey, there you go.
And this was in like the 80s or 90s when this happened. But
Damn.
yeah, that's just weird little tidbits.
Yeah.
But he was great.
He used to pop up on TV shows all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. His character Munch.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about this before, but there's this theory that he weaves together like all these TV universes.
Right.
Like he's in the X-Files as that character. He's in Homicide: Life on the Street, and he's in Law and Order, of course.
Mhm.
But he appears in all this other weird stuff. I don't have it on hand right now.
Sure.
But just go down that rabbit hole. It's kind of
Oh
interesting.
man, I'm all about it, especially now to celebrate the man.
Mhm. Yeah, he was good. He was a pretty funny character, and I think a pretty good comedian and actor in general.
Oh yeah, Juan's saying he was in Scarface too. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's
he's in
right.
Scarface.
Yeah.
He's that comedian doing that bit right before
Yeah.
they put a hit out on Tony.
Yeah, that's right. Raquel Welch is gone too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's weird. It's just weird how I wasn't even thinking about him. But then you told me, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking that.
It came across my phone. As soon as I saw his name, I was like, I know he's not doing anything, so this means he's dead.
You're right.
And
Yeah.
open it up, sure enough. But I was saying, my first thought was, like I told you, was he always looked so old. I forgot how old he actually was.
It's hard to tell.
And so it's like, God damn it. Well, even with some of the people in Parks and Rec and The Office and stuff like that, when I see, because I watch those shows so many times over and over again, when I see the people modern, like now,
Yeah.
it's mind blowing. Like, wait a minute, what happened?
Some of them do look significantly older.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's weird that
Not Creed though. Creed looks the same.
that's start out old. That's a secret.
Creed Brad. Yeah, that is a secret.
It is.
Yeah, see, Richard Belzer knew that.
Mhm.
He knew it.
He always looked like
It's
that.
like, let's hurry up and get this over with.
Yeah, let's
Laying in the
be
sun
done.
all day. So lotioning himself up, drying himself out, rubbing down with beef jerky every night.
He pats all the oils off of his head just to keep
Gotta
him.
get this out of
nice
here.
and dry.
Gotta go do my salt bath. I'll be right back. Need as much moisture out of this thing as possible. That's the thing that kills you, you know.
That's the secret. Yeah, they're dry aged,
Right.
preserved.
That's it. Just ask all those desiccant packets. They know. They know what's going
That's
on.
in their bed. It's just full of those packets.
So the best part about all of this was flying back. Okay. We were on the last flight of the night. They got on. They were like, "This is the termination flight, so don't leave anything
Final
on the plane."
destination.
So yeah, right. I know. Yeah. This
You're
is
all
it.
gonna
I was
die.
like, here we go. And so this was my first time getting to fly at night.
Really? You never flew at night before?
No, I've always
It's a
flown
whole
during the
different
daytime. It really
experience.
is. I fucking loved it. And more than that, I love the fact that we only had like 43 people on the plane.
Oh, that's even better.
The lady told us,
another
she
nice
was
thing
like,
about
listen,
night.
this is the last flight of the night. There's
Party
like
time!
nobody. She's like, there is no B group. So when I call the A group, just everybody just come on
When
up.
I say go, everyone
yeah,
just get
right,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
fucking plane so we can get the fuck home.
So the lady standing at the terminal, she was joking the whole time over the intercom system. Let's go through it was fucking great. She's like, it's really cold in PA. You guys don't have to go back. She goes, and then so when we're bringing our tickets up, she's like, you sure? Saying it to everybody when they handed it. Sure, okay, beep. There you go. Go ahead. And so we get on the plane, and it's these three girls from Brooklyn.
Mhm.
And there's some other people on the plane from Brooklyn too. And so they start talking, and everything just goes crazy. Everybody's joking. They're talking about they found a bunch of iPads on the plane after the last flight, and they're like auctioning them off around the front of the plane. It was fucking great.
What
And
the
they
fuck?
were the whole time over when we're flying up. They're like, all right, the pilot says everything's all right now. You guys can take out your laptops or whatever you need to do. But if you're going to leave them on the plane, just keep the receipt in there. That way we know how much to start the bidding at. So they're just throwing all this shit out. So we were having a great old time, and everybody got their own row with a empty row buffer in between them.
Oh my god, that's like the best.
We had like 3 bags in each of the overhead compartments, so there was like nothing in there. It was fucking fantastic. So I got to sit and look out the window. I could sit in the aisle wherever I wanted to be. It was wonderful. So that was a great way to sort of button everything back up. But then when I got back, we were waiting for the luggage to come off the plane, and I was like, I got to go take a leak. I'll be right back. So I went to the bathroom, and there's these 2 guys standing. Just so when you walk into the bathroom there, it's like a wall. There's no door. So it's just a wall. And then there's 2 hallways that go around that wall to get to the bathroom, right?
Yeah, this is a BWI, right?
Yeah. So I go around that wall there into the bathroom, and there's 2 guys standing there, and the guy has a freezer bag, like the size that I'm talking like it's
like a 5-gallon one.
Yeah, like it's like 15 by 15 sort of deal.
Okay.
Full of drugs.
Oh my god, what?
There was just weed in there,
Oh,
and there was little packets of white powder in there. He had this huge, it was stuffed too. I don't even know how to zip it shut. And so as soon as they realized that I was there, the guy put it back inside of his jacket. That's what I was waiting. I was like, fuck. And there was nobody else in there because it was the last flight of the night. It was just these 2 guys.
Oh my god.
So I'm standing at the urinal, and I'm just like, all right. And I'm looking around trying to find a reflective surface so I can at least keep an eye on what the fuck they're doing. And so then finally I can see them in one of the mirrors. And then the guy, he kind of looks around, and he tucks it up under his, I guess into his sleeve or whatever. I mean, and he goes, man, we got to start meeting in the city. I'm like, motherfucker, why didn't you think about that before?
So they're doing a deal at the bathroom of an
Of the
airport terminal,
yeah,
where there's security and cops
Everywhere.
and fucking people everywhere
Everywhere.
who at any given time might have to take a piss.
Yep.
Oh,
it was
horseshit.
It was great, and they're doing it right inside the door. They're not even at the back of the bathroom.
Not
or
even
anything
in
like
a
that.
stall or something like
nothing.
that.
Yeah.
Why would you just
was
go to the
great.
guy's fucking house or
I
something?
know. Jesus Christ. I don't understand it. But
sounds like people who are just inexperienced.
So then the dealer goes, he goes, what's your number, man? What's your number? So the guy's telling him his phone number. He goes, watch this. You're not going to believe this. You're going to get a call and you're going to be like, who is this? I'm like, wait a minute, is he? And he's like, all right, yeah, that's my number. And I was like, what do you think? A cell phone is some sort of new technology? What do you mean? Oh my God, it's working! It's ringing, and your number's on it. How did you do that?
Who was the guy explaining how to use a cell phone? Was he the guy who was selling the drugs? Did he have the drugs?
drug deal? I think he was trying to ingratiate himself to this person he was trying to deal to, that he's going to be meeting in the city from now on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
I see.
so they needed to exchange numbers so they could do that. Yeah. So
he should know better. He should be setting the meat.
He's walking around in an airport with a giant fucking Ziploc bag full of drugs.
You know those drugs aren't going through the airport. That's not going to happen unless you somehow get them on like the reverse course.
I don't know. I don't know.
Ugh.
But I was like, this is it. We're back.
And they got
back in Baltimore.
drug sniffing dogs at BWI now.
Not in the bathroom, apparently.
But that's not where they need to be. It's a hot tip for you, any TSA
there you
employees
go.
who are listening to this
show. Check out the bathrooms at the end of the day. Yeah,
at BWI.
Yeah, you get some surprises there. But yeah, it was a whole fucking adventure. So, but yeah, then the baggage came through and we got everything, went back to the car and all that good stuff. So, all in all, it was good.
Thankfully, you didn't get your friggin' neck garroted.
I didn't get Luca Brasi. I didn't get nothing bad happened. I didn't get killed by any poisonous animals. But
you didn't get
no crackheads either.
No crackheads.
Nobody attacked
ate
me.
Your face.
Nope. My face came back with me. And carry on. You're on Kickstart. I don't know what the fuck that was, but speak up. Have some courage. But yes, that was good. So that was that.
Sounds like a pretty good trip.
There you go. Let's
take another trip down into the weird news
That's
town.
Right. Next fall. What?
Ooh, I got to do it this time.
Okay. That's the new format. You introduce all the segments.
All the ones I have no responsibility for doing any work towards them.
Let's see some more of your work now.
I literally do nothing but come in here and just speak nonsense. Matt does all of the fucking work.
That's right. All right. There it is.
I don't do a damn thing.
There it is. All right, weird news time. Oh, wait, no, I got to get this all queued up here first. Let's see. We need that one.
Make it weird. Make it weird. Please don't make it normal. I don't want it to be normal.
If it's normal, so help me God.
I don't want it to be normal.
All right, there it is. Okay. All right, here we go for some weird news, everybody. Hang on to your whatever.
I'm a Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter, Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft homie to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The Human Torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has other shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
Righty, folks. So here we go with some weird news. We'll get the let's see, we'll get all this up for the viewers first so that they can see what's happening in our lovely city. I don't know.
Come and see this.
It's here somewhere. I'll get this to show up.
Chris!
Chris, where are you?
Chris, we really need you on this episode.
I mean, as much as we need a hole in the head, but sometimes you need to drain that pus out of your head.
There's at least 4 of them in mine.
Yeah, I tell you, yeah, that's true. At least.
Yep, ears, nose, mouth.
Yeah, I mean, just ask the mummy; he knows.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big thing going on with people mistaking the guy who is the mummy Imhotep with Billy Zane.
What?
There's some resurgence of this going on. I'm seeing these.
His name's like Albert something or another, I think. The actor who plays the original mummy.
I don't know if it's Albert.
I don't know.
It's something.
It is.
It's something weird.
Yes, it's not a typical like name like Kyle or some shit.
Yeah.
But Billy Zane is the most stuck up fucking celebrity guy.
Of course.
Like, I can't. Where does he get off thinking he's a big deal?
Well, he went down with the ship, I guess. I don't know.
Understand. He's never had a role that was like a huge deal.
Right.
His best role, by far, is Demon Knight. I think it's Tales from the Crypt. Demon Knight.
Sure
where he
is.
plays
Yep.
He plays like that villain or whatever.
I gotta watch that.
It's pretty good.
Fucking Untouchable again.
Oh my god, not Untouchable. Is it?
Is that what it is? Or it's not Invincible.
It's like Immortal or something like that.
Not Immortal.
No, but there's this movie. Matt's talking about.
Undiable.
Yeah, Undiable, Unkillable.
Starring Billy Jane. Billy Zane.
Billy James. There's this movie, that Matt showed me. It was like a network TV film.
Yes, it was
starring Billy Zane.
Like TBS
and
or
it was like
USA or something like that.
Yeah, you couldn't buy this in stores. It was just taped. It's on a VCR somewhere. Matt might have the only copy.
I do. I have
anywhere.
it. I think it's up in the attic. I have to try to find it again. I'm
what
almost
the hell
positive
was it called?
It was the name of another movie.
Yes, it was.
That had some relative notoriety. I think it was. Was it Invincible?
I think it might have been Invincible.
I don't remember what it was.
Unbeatable. I'm going to look it up while you introduce this
whatever
next
it is.
story.
But anyhow, all right. So let's jump into some weird news here, folks. Here we go. Maybe if it wants to work. So first up, everybody, I swear to God, this isn't me. Okay. I swear to God, I didn't do it.
Oh no.
A man who prosecutors say broke into an industrial park to steal almost 200,000 Cadbury chocolate Easter eggs.
Whoa.
Has pleaded guilty to theft and criminal damage.
Whoa. That's a lot of
200,000.
How did you even get them?
What is he going to do with 200,000?
How did he transport them?
Yeah, so prosecutors said Tuesday that so it's spelled Joby. You want to say Jobby?
Jobby, yeah, Jobby.
There you go.
That's what I think.
He said that Jobby Pool is his name. Did you find the name of the movie?
Not yet.
Okay.
Almost there.
All right. Almost there.
Almost there.
It said that Jobby Pool 32 used a metal grinder to break through a gate in an industrial park in central England on Saturday and stole a semi-truck to tow away the trailer that had the Cadbury cream eggs and other chocolate goods worth $38,000.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So not only did he break into this industrial park to steal these eggs, he stole a tractor trailer, the front of it, so that he could hook it up to this trailer full of eggs.
Yeah,
and other chocolates.
He did Grand Theft Auto just so he could have these chocolate eggs.
I guess he did it. So the West America Police tweeted Monday that shortly after the break-in, police officers stopped a vehicle purporting to be the Easter Bunny. That's what he said. That's what he was doing on a highway and arrested the man on suspicion of theft. So prosecutors said that Poole gave up when he realized the police were after him. Invincible. There you go. We figured it out. It is indeed Invincible. 2001. Doesn't get any clearer than that. So prosecutors said that he gave up after the he realized police were after him. Poole walked towards the police with his hands up. He was arrested, and the load was recovered.
He had his hands up, and he just starts laughing.
Yeah, he's like,
and he pulls a gun out from behind that's taped to him like a Cadbury egg back there.
They shoot him, and just Cadbury cream just comes out.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Like he's a Cadbury cream
they're
human.
Not releasing the name, but it was Bruce Willis because his mental health has gone down.
Wait a minute. I just figured something out.
Your eyes just rolled all around your head.
So he came out. He went to pull out the gun. The cop shot him. All this Cadbury cream came out. Turns out the Cadbury cream eggs are actually some alien species, and he's trying to rescue the brood from this factory. We think they're candy and food. To him, these are his children. 200,000 children we're going to try and eat. He has to save them. Yeah. They're all these. There's some weird alien hybrid where they're just full of Cadbury cream. That's not natural. Did you ever see that shit? Did you ever see that shit inside of there? There's always a little red streak in there. How do they do that? It's because they're real. That's because they're real beings.
blood.
That's right. It's little drips of blood
It's
in
a
there.
little drop of blood.
That's what
they're
it is.
all. Fortunately, it's not insanely inhumane because they're all unfertilized.
Right. Well,
He was trying to fertilize 200,000
he
Cadbury eggs.
and it said there were some other chocolate
They were going to be
goods.
a little bit extra creamy.
That's right. Well,
after he was done.
sometimes you don't have to spread it too thin. That's what you want. Well, Poole entered a guilty plea to theft of the trailer, theft of its contents, and criminal damage to a chain lock, and he's expected to be sentenced over the next month. So there
He's
you
going to
go.
go to alien prison.
He's going right back to where he came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that Cadbury cream universe out there beyond the stars.
Shoot him back
That's
out
right.
in that galaxy.
Send him back where he came from. Well, I'll tell you who else had to get sent back to where he came from.
This guy looks like the Weekend at Bernie's dude who's dead.
Well, he probably wishes he was dead.
Oh, no.
A German ballet director issued a public apology on Tuesday after he smeared dog feces on the face of a newspaper critic whose review he didn't like.
Whoa. This was premeditated.
There you go. This
Oh
is the
my
guy.
God.
This is the guy that smeared the dog shit all over this other guy's face.
I mean, I don't know if are you referring to something I've heard of?
This happened recently. This
This is my first hearing about it.
I'm going to tell you more about it. Marco Goecki was suspended from his post as ballet chief. Hey, excuse me. Get out of my fucking way. I'm a ballet chief. Okay. Don't make me pirouette on you. Piece of shit. Give me some of that. The Hanover State Opera, following a weekend incident, the theater's management called him on Monday to apologize comprehensively and then explain himself.
So he's German?
Yes, he's German. Yes, yeah. According to the Daily Frankfurter, which I guess is a newspaper.
Maybe with those dark glasses he's got on, those little tiny sunglasses.
Yeah.
He might have thought that dog shit was like a sausage.
He could.
And
he might have.
He didn't mean to do the
maybe.
To do that kind of a
maybe
crime.
He knew exactly what he was doing, but he didn't want people to know who he was going to throw it at. They wanted to keep him guessing.
Keep his eyes.
Where's he looking? We don't know where he's looking. Follow his
One of
eyes.
these critics is going to
can't
get
follow
it.
his eyes. Somebody's about to get it. Yeah, who gave the bad review? According to the Daily Frankfurter, he approached the dance critic during the interval of the premiere of the opera. Let me try this again. He approached the dance
You're
critic.
more flustered than the critic
I
was
know
after he got
it's
shit
just too
smeared
much.
on his
Yeah,
face.
it's too much shit involved here. So approached
Too
the
much
dance-
shit on me.
Too much shit on me. Wait a minute, I've got that one.
I'm gonna rip the fucking head off. It's too much fucking shit on me. I can't breathe.
That's how this guy felt. He approached the dance critic during the interval of a premiere at the Opera House on Saturday and asked what she was doing there. Excuse me, what are you doing here? You gave me a bad review. The newspaper said
Who let you in?
Then Goecki, who apparently felt provoked by a recent review she wrote of a production he staged in the Netherlands, threatened to ban.
Netherworld.
That's right, from the Nether realm. Threatened to ban her from the ballet and accused her of being responsible for people canceling season tickets.
Okay.
He then pulled out a
awfully
paper.
presumptuous.
You're the reason why all of this shit sucks. He then pulled out a paper bag with feces and smeared her face with the contents.
He was waiting for this.
Oh, he had it. With,
That was all song and
I
dance.
always have a bag of feces just in case. You never know when you're going to need to fire one off to set one of these critics straight.
This is his go-to form of punishment.
That or it's
Clearly-
lunch. Yeah.
I've been eating a shit sandwich ever since I read
That's
that
it. That's
fucking
it.
review you made.
Nothing else for me to do. However, let's see. I would sincerely apologize to all concerned, first and foremost, to Miss Huster for my absolutely unacceptable act. In retrospect, I'm clearly aware that it was a disgraceful act in the heat of the moment and an overreaction.
Don't you love these public apologies?
It's a beautiful thing.
These huge shows of like,
I'm so
it's so regrettable. My
apologize for
behavior.
everything.
I now realize it was a bad decision to do that. No, you fucking
Right.
don't. Because guess what? I don't carry around dog poop for my enemies.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of weird.
Yep.
You did it on purpose.
Yeah,
it's
there you
called
go.
mens rea. All right.
That's right.
Malintent.
That's
And you
all it
had
is.
it.
You had it through and through. Goecki pointed to the nervous strain resulting from 2 premieres in quick succession as the reason for his actions.
Oh, sure. Blame it on the stress.
Yeah, I apologize for the fact that I finally blew my top, and I also asked for certain understanding, at least for the reason why this happened.
Your profession is dancing around.
No,
Okay.
he can't even do it.
can't
He
even-
tells other people to dance around.
Wow.
Dance.
Take so much
Dance for
offense
me.
at it. It's
You
so
suck. You're fired.
it's so unimportant and tenuous as far as like the value inherent in it
Yeah.
that those doing it are pretty much those doing it and those who enjoy it are literally the only people benefiting from it. That must be very difficult for you to that your life to revolve around that.
Yeah.
And then someone to basically say that you're doing a very terrible job at it because there isn't any you can't look and go, well, yeah, but like the world is benefiting from this whole thing.
Yeah, you don't have a say. Yeah.
You're not in medicine.
Mhm.
You know, you're not
Mhm.
like you're not walking towards. Not saying that art doesn't have an inherent intrinsic value. It
Sure,
certainly does,
sure.
and it's certainly subjective.
Right.
Clearly, this guy missed the memo on it being open to interpretation and opinions. That is like that apology is more dog shit than the dog shit that was
That's
smeared
it.
on that critic's face.
Well, Huster agreed with you. Huster said she was shocked with Goecki's statement on Tuesday. What kind of apology is that supposed to be? She said.
my face still smells like shit.
Stinks to me.
Well, everything stinks lately.
Everything sucked lately, but not for some people in in China.
Oh.
Here
Is
we
there
go.
suction involved?
There's some suction involved,
Oh
folks.
no.
For some people, Matt, masturbation is difficult.
Okay.
Okay, both to do and to discuss. Not us here on the Kickstart
No,
with Matt and Matt.
we go full.
We talk. We
Full
go.
hog
We
on
go
it.
all the way to the flared base. While some men are never comfortable, never more comfortable than getting their little fella out for a good time. Others are a bit more timid.
I'm getting more nervous about what this is leading to with this picture that you have up.
We're going to space.
Oh my
no,
god!
no.
Oh my god! I can't.
I don't even want to finish the story now. I just want you to fill it in with your fears.
Oh my God. It's a Kickstart with Matt, and the ghost of Alfred Hitchcock. And then I'll tell you whose cock's going to be hitched to something.
That's right.
Because I can see it happening right
Oh.
now. There's a hole.
Get
It looks
ready.
like it's in the back of a seat. My guess, can I tell you what I think this is good based on the picture?
Please tell me.
I think that this is the back of airplane seats for horny passengers.
Oh yeah.
Just shove their dick in that,
Just can't.
and boom, they can fuck the back of somebody's seat.
It's just the turbulence that
And
gets
it's-
me every
yeah.
time.
And then the seat's so wide. I mean, look, there's all kinds of fluid that can be stored in that compartment.
There's all kinds of stuff that can go in there. Things deep.
No, that's fine. Just
well,
just suck it out.
you're close, but it's not on an airplane.
Okay.
This kind of anxiety is magnified tenfold when they have to drop trout in a strange setting.
Oh.
But help is at hand, friends. If you've ever found yourself at a donation center, a sperm bank,
Okay.
looking to offer a bit of yourself into the world.
This is more important work than what the ballet director does.
This is right.
By the
That's
way.
it. There you go. So you may have noticed that the sanitized setting of a medical room isn't quite the mojo starter that you thought it would
What
be.
the fuck? You need candles?
Yeah.
If you're jerking off in a cup, for fuck's sake. I mean, honestly, I can just close my eyes and just rub on it enough, it'll eventually happen.
It's wet, ain't it?
It's-
Drink it.
It's not some fucking rock. Why do you need to be getting in the mood?
Excuse me, could we turn the thermostat down? It's just a little too warm in here
it's a
for
touch
me.
warm, and I can't jerk
I
off.
just
to this.
can't get
simply
in the
can't.
right headspace when it's
Oh.
not 69 degrees in here.
Why don't they just let you fucking jerk in a cup and bring it?
Right.
I
Well,
guess
that's
They can't know that it was done on their facility.
could be,
That's true.
yeah, it could be tainted. Yeah.
Mm.
So here's so it can be a little tricky to get yourself ready for action. Well, some people over in China have come up with a genius way of removing every ounce of it, of quote embarrassment. That's what we're removing from the entire process. A robot vagina. So
Wow,
there you go.
It sounds like they added embarrassment.
That's
to the
right. Yeah, right.
situation.
Go fuck this robot. Don't tell anybody. So according to the firm, it comes complete with a massage pipe, variable speeds, pressure, and temperature, as well as adjustable height to meet the requirements of the end user. So that's
Listen to me. The only way that this works for real is if that robot
right.
greets you, checks you in,
Right.
and at that point when they're like, okay,
Yeah.
it's time for you to provide
Deposit
your sample.
Yeah, right.
They close the door behind them and they're in the room with you.
Right.
And then they proceed to get aggressively sexual with you.
And then they turn into one of those robots that Darth Vader had in Star Wars with all the razor knives and shit.
Corners you in the room, gets your sperm sample. That's the only way this thing works.
All the lights go off, but yet some spotlight is following you in the room somehow.
I think it's even more anxiety inducing for there to be a spotlight somewhere in the room where there's nothing, just empty, knowing that something may enter that point of
Something
the
is
room.
following me with this light. Something is watching me.
Oh my god.
So it also has an isolation pad, quote, which is where it captures your deposit. Back in 2019, about
Who wants to fuck a dirty whore robot anyway?
no, I think it's
everybody's gonna be fucking this thing.
well, yeah, but they pulled the pod out.
It's still loose as hell. What standards does it have?
Well, we don't know.
What standards does it
What's
have
its
programmed
political
in it?
affiliation? What's your stance on women's rights?
Who did it vote for in the last
that's
election?
right. That's what we really need
Because
to
I
know.
can't fuck anything that votes for Trump. All right? Let's just make that clear as day.
That's it.
They don't need to be fucked anymore anyways.
That's all it needs. Yes. Well, so in 2019, about 90 about the kit started it's somewhere in China, and felt the creator felt it would help a lot of people. This makes collecting sperm on the spot very difficult unless we use certain circumstances.
It sounds like it's farming.
Yeah. Like sometimes the cows just don't have any milk. It's just the way it works.
He's grabbing it like udders and start squeezing and pulsing it.
Whoa!
Oh, come on now, girl. Settle down now. Look, come on, give it to me. Give it to me.
Well, he says that the device is much more efficient than masturbation, but there's still some weaknesses.
No,
for
it's
instance,
I guarantee it's not. You can't do that. Robot can't do a better job than me.
I've got this down to a science. Check my peer review research.
I'll race it.
That's right.
I'll race it right
Like
now.
Paul Bunyan racing the automatic wood chopper.
And I'll tell you, there'll be a big blue bowl
Yeah, that's right.
at the end of this.
Well, he said the only drawbacks that it can't simulate the temperature and wetness of a vagina, but it also may not fit as well compared to other human
It
beings.
can't simulate, the temperature and wetness
Yeah.
of a...
All we really got is a whole big old pump of lube here.
You're just fucking a shop vac. I
There's-
mean, what's the...
Well, it might be. You never know.
Based on this picture, I
saw video of this.
What is this picture you have up? Because this is not what you described.
This is where
Is
this
this
is
it?
it. This is it.
How... what's the rest of it look like?
It's inside. It's hidden. It's
You
just
fucking a glory hole.
It's just
You're telling me that they spent millions on a glory hole?
the doctor escorts you to the room, and he's like, "You can just deposit your sample over there." And then when you walk over to it, you see his face on the other side of the hole.
And you just see a tongue, some teeth at the top, and the edges.
Hurry up on the robot.
Deposit your sample, please.
he's doing a shitty robot voice.
One sample, please.
Hurry up. The next appointment is waiting.
Systems are drying out.
Oh my god. So Oh my God. Well, anyhow,
what kind of clinic is this?
that's it. So if you're looking to get your hands on one, they're currently available worldwide on the internet.
Is
So
this some kind of weird condom, or is this like a plate?
No,
to,
that's
to
the lid.
demonstrate
That's the
suction?
lid.
That's the lid.
that's the lid.
What
Yeah,
is-
that's the lid that goes
what
on
is-
afterwards.
I have to see more of this picture. This looks like it could be anything.
It's just a tube. It's just a tube. It's
it looks
all
like
it
a
is.
tiny.
It's just
pink,
a flashlight
it
in
looks
a
like
wall.
a tiny pink tank.
Yeah.
That's about to fire through like a porthole.
Well,
in
it does move. Like I said, I watched a video of it.
God, it moves.
It moves.
That is not okay.
It does it for you. Yeah.
What are the Chinese doing over there? Well, all these people, you would think that they
Well-
know how to deal with like the sexual organs. That's a fucking plastic tube that doesn't move anywhere.
Oh, it moves. It moves.
But yeah, but it's like moves probably like a telescope would. Like that's not a
No, it goes like a reciprocating saw.
So wait, so
there's two. So you got the inner part here. This protruding pink
telescopes
tube.
essentially.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And then the outer pink tube there. That's the part that stays stationary.
But here's the thing: if you get at a weird angle,
Yeah.
you're gonna break your dick.
Oh yeah, you got to be real careful.
Because this is
I'm
like,
sure there's like footprints on the floor. Like stand here, put your
Oh my-
hands here. It's like fucking Fifth Element when they come around and make everybody put their hands on the circles on the wall. It's like assume the position so we can find this Corbin Dallas guy.
And explain to me how this is better and more. It puts people more in the mood.
No,
than
no, it's
a
not that.
room
It's not
with
this.
some porn.
When you
mags.
have this, there is no mood. There's no need for a mood. You have no choice.
We're getting the cum whether you
That's,
like it
that's
or
right.
not.
That's right. You just stand there.
And then you're going to start questioning whether you should ever be in a relationship with anyone again.
That's exactly
That's
right.
not this robot fucking machine.
And I'm telling you, that must have been the same thought that our next person had in mind here.
Oh no! Look at these ET hands. I can't even deal with this. This looks like remember Rob's ex-girlfriend?
Yes,
This looks like her.
it does. It
I was
does.
just looking at pictures of her on Facebook because I was like, Allison, Rob was with this fucking psychopath girl. Like she was a, remember
Yeah.
when we almost died in the backseat
I
of that car
do.
because she was pedal to the metal?
I sure
Because she was
do.
mad about something he didn't say or did say
Of
or
course,
whatever.
of course, and he was apologizing profusely.
He was like pleading for our lives, basically. Because she was just like, that song was playing. It was like, if you could only see the way she loves me. And he cranked the volume to the max, and he's got his hand on her like thigh, and he's like looking at her, and he's talking
Right.
to her, and you and me are plastered to the wall of the back seat of
Right,
the car
right.
because she's going like 98, 110
Yeah.
miles an hour down 83. And we're like, I'm going to die to this shitty song with this dumb bitch driving this car. This is the end of my life. I'm 16 years old. I'm going to die now. So anyways, I'm glad they made her into a sex doll because
Yeah.
thank God they took the dangerous component
Well, that's
out
right.
of her.
Yeah, she can't drive.
There's
So,
no
and she has no musical taste. So, not that that part's any different. But police in the U.S. have found themselves at the center.
Oh no! Oh my
Oh.
God! This is going to be even crazier than this nonsense I just made up. What-
Yes,
what-
it is.
What is
Police,
this?
police in the U.S. have found themselves at the center of an awkward sexcapade gone wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah. Authorities were called to investigate a potential homicide. Officers from Tunkhannock Township.
And you say it
You
like
wanna-
that every
you wanna
time.
guess where that's from?
Tunkhannock.
Northern Pennsylvania.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God!
of course.
Oh no! It's
Right
in
here in our home state.
Oh no! It's here at home.
Well, they were called to a creek in northern Pennsylvania to investigate.
A crick.
Yes, a crick. Excuse me, I forgot we were in Turnahuncock. Turnahunky cock. So to investigate what appeared to be a dead body spotted floating in the water.
Uh-oh.
A father and son spotted what they believed to be a human foot poking out of the water, and so they did the right thing and they called the police. Good job, father and son.
They didn't try to fish it out.
Apparently not. They would have been a lot better off if they had. But unfortunately, their good deed was rendered totally pointless when the police discovered it was a really lifelike sex doll.
Somebody just got tired of it and
They're
dumped
just
it
like,
in the river.
You know what? They got machines down at the sperm bank that'll suck my dick. I don't even have to move them around and pose them, and I don't have to deal with their fucking ET fingers solely rubbing my face every day.
What is happening with this forearm?
Yeah.
Down to the fingers.
Well, but the forearm, so like from elbow to fingertips is not supposed to be longer than elbow to shoulders.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Like these are legs that they just put hands on. That's what we're looking at here.
I am supremely freaked out by this fucking thing.
Yeah, she's freaked out too. Did somebody try to kill her? She's real freaked out.
I'd rather have the robot that pins me down in the room with the spotlight that we just described than fuck this fucking thing.
Well, you know,
are you kidding
sometimes
me?
you got to make decisions in life.
Jesus.
But the police.
This thing is weird, man. Oh my god.
So it wasn't before authorities arrived on the scene. They had the coroner had been attended, and they contacted the Pennsylvania State Police on the grounds of a suspected murder investigation.
It's Billy Zane, but he's mid-mummy reconstitution. He hasn't finished obtaining all the organs that he needs from the people that
I'm
stole
just
him.
the body double for whatever that weird guy's name is. So police took to social media to report the stranger than fiction incident and had unfurled in their small town. After all the necessary steps were taken, it was determined that the item was not a human. The item was not a human.
Well, that's very dehumanizing.
That's a great way you want to look at it.
For this thing that took so much cum.
Right, that's it.
There's so much cum in this fucking thing, and you can't even call it a her or she.
You have no idea what she's been through.
A product?
What a mess.
Is there a serial number on the bottom of her foot?
She's got a bracelet, for God's sake.
Look at that. She's got some kind of fashion sense.
She's halfway to Terminator. She's got a metal skeleton. She's a Wolverine, for God's sakes. Mach 1. Let's see here. We've seen that this item. We've seen this item referred to as a mannequin online, which isn't really accurate. This is like a lifelike silicone item used for self-gratification. They wrote on Facebook.
That's the dirtiest term. Self-gratification.
Self-gratification, you filthy self-gratifiers. Can't fuck a robot like a normal person.
It sounds so almost like selfish and evil.
Yeah, right.
Self-gratification. You can't get gratification from other people. You got to give it to yourself.
That's right. You got what you deserve. That's all I have to say. Well, it's the size of a small child. Weighs about 50 pounds and is anatomically correct. The foot we were able to observe through the bag was extremely detailed, all the way down to the French pedicure that it had. In a potentially major case like this, we would be requesting state police.
I can tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Based on those hands, I don't think that thing was. I would never confuse that thing for something alive.
Well, but the toes don't move, so they're not as wiry. That's what it is. Yeah. So when we do that, let's see here. They remember that the child and father found this, and we wouldn't want our children finding this. This is what that's a quote from the police. So thankfully, the police called off the dogs, so to speak. So there you go. I don't know, folks. It's one weird thing after the other.
So how about use the regular goddamn trash?
Right. Just
don't throw your ex in a river.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They just had a bad breakup and right off the bridge.
You look at me like that one more fucking time.
There's, goddamn well somebody would buy that.
I would throw that.
I want to know if it's in like the what's the cops that have a sale.
The used one? Oh, you're talking about the auctions?
Yeah. That's what.
It's probably at a police auction.
It's going to be on the
right now.
on the block.
Actually, no. Whoever found it, they picked it up. They're like, it's mine now.
Yeah, the cops are like, I'm going to take this for evidence.
Guy's got a huge bag. Guy's got one of those body bags.
She's been soaking in the river. She's clean. Good as new. She's got to clean all his sludge from TMI off. It'll be fine.
All that comes at this point. It's bound to be gone from the inside.
Oh yeah. No, it's
all been
She can put her purity ring back on if it'll stay on that bony finger she's got. The only one.
I can't even deal with those fingers.
The fingers.
Oh, they're bending the wrong way too.
Yeah, well,
it's so fucking creepy.
You can't bend them back when you can't. She's just stuck in a perpetual scream. Really, she's in shock.
She also looks like her head is an entirely different skin tone than
it
the rest
is.
Of her body.
Yeah. That stuff gets added on.
This
is obviously not one of the real dolls. The name brand. This
isn't the actual one, right? This is just for demonstration.
No, that's
purposes.
it.
That's the one that they found.
Yeah.
Why did they dress it up?
No, that was a picture of it. They took it, I guess, after they cleaned it up or something like that. I don't know.
Why would they do
I don't know why she was clothed.
Why
I don't know
would
what's
they
going on.
No, it looks like they put the clothes
They put a
on.
bracelet on her.
You don't just put
She needs an accessory, Dan.
You don't go.
You know how it is. She feels naked without her jewelry.
You can't be found face up floating in the creek with that straw ass hat on. Let me.
It was floating nearby. So
There's no way.
there might be somebody else in the creek.
I mean,
But once you find one of these, call it a day.
What if this is covering up a deeper thing? What if this is covering up a real murder?
It might be. You never know what.
They'll find the decoy body and they'll give up the search. As soon as they find another foot, they'll say it's just a sex doll. Fuck it.
Somebody put a whole bunch of sex dolls in here. A whole family of
Oh
them.
my god! What if you just hit a real body amidst all these sex
This
dolls?
is what you
and
do.
you put it down, way down deep in the river.
It's just
I
like
don't
being
wanna
a butcher.
I don't want to give ideas to people. You know, sometimes I get concerned that when I see self-defense videos or people teaching you how to spot bad behavior and get
Mhm.
yourself out of situations.
Mhm.
You know, bad people also get to watch those things, right?
They do.
You're teaching
They
them
do.
how to victimize you even worse.
Yep, that's right. They're just waiting. They're just waiting to take you on safari.
And I'm not going to contribute to that, so I'm not going to share any of my plots.
That's right. You have to figure it out on your own.
Solve that problem on your own.
Fucking so fucked up.
Well, folks, we're almost into March now.
We are.
Okay.
It's nearly March.
It's nearly March. We haven't had winter yet, and we're going to keep it that way as
Let's
best we
do
can.
March Madness every week.
March Madness,
Every week we make a weird news story.
and
We do something weird to get on the news.
This is what we're
Every
looking for
week.
every week, and progressively weirder
Yep.
until finally they're going to find a whole scene of sex dolls trying to pull us out of a lake. That's what we're going to go for next. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to see if we can make that happen. But if
We need your contributions, please.
we need contributions, we need
go fund Matt's.
that's right. Yeah, fund my the scene that we're making. It's for the scene. Okay.
fund my weird jokes.
That's right. Funmyweirdjokes.com. All right. It's our new Patreon
Join it.
page.
It's,
It's patreon.com/funmyweirdjokes.com.
it's fans of funmyweirdjoke.com Facebook page.
As if because we don't have any fans, we're gonna have fans now that they're paying for it. Everything just gets worse, and then we die. And then
Oh.
we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
And that's it, folks.
that's all we got this week. We gave you extra long episodes. so-
March on. Yeah, we've got to make up for
March-
last week.
It will be March now. No, it won't.
It
We have
won't
one
be?
more week before
Well,
March.
Don't listen next
How
week.
many
Wait till
days are in
March.
this fucking month?
Who
It's-
cares?
It's not enough.
Not enough.
And
Too many. Too many. It's just like sex dolls. Not enough. We're making robots.
Let's.
Too many. Putting
Either
them in the
way,
river.
you're gonna get fucked, whether you like it or not.
Remember that, kids.
You can't. You're not even safe from getting fucked if you're like a personal item or
No.
piece of property. This guy chucked that bitch in the river. What would he do? They should track down. They're not using their manpower correctly.
No.
They should track down the person that disposed of it that way
Right.
and find them at least for littering. Because what are they going to do when they have a real girlfriend and they're done with them?
That's right.
I think that you're going to find a real body in the river.
In
once.
the river, and you'll know it by the bracelet and the hat.
No more serial numbers on the feet.
Mm-mm.
That's a telltale sign.
Not that
You're
model.
not going to see it. Not that model. You got to look a little deeper.
That's right. All right. Well, internet people, there you go. We're back.
We're just like this sex dolls. We're filled with your almost babies.
That's right. Oh, it's to be devoutly wished. All right, internet people, we love you. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
Take it light, or however you can get it.
No, just take it.
Just
take it
not in a
whatever way.
river.
We're not going to tell you that. No.